Well, hello there. It's today is February 1st. February is the month of love, isn't it? Or the month of a made up holiday, however you want to look at it. For most people, I would say it's a real holiday that you don't get any extra pay on for working that day. You don't get a day off. So, is it a holiday or is it just a fabricated day just for people to feel guilty for not buying people things and to make men, the boys, the males, have to rush around and find stuff to get women? I don't get it. I was never a big Valentine's Day. But anyway, enough about me and more about me. So, uh, oh, just to update, the snow is gone. There's no more. It actually rained today. So that's always good. People are back at the grocery store. There's plenty of milk, plenty of bread. There's ample amounts of that stuff now. But anyway, yeah. So February 1st here. It's a good evening or it's a good morning. Thank you for joining me. Um, I was on the news today. I was in the news. I wasn't in the news. I was looking through the news, and apparently, cycling, cheating has gone to a new level. And it's, well, the article says it's an old thing, but apparently, cyclists are putting motors in the frame of their bikes to just basically just have a motorcycle without the exhaust. It's would it be a machine? Yeah, more of a machine, not an engine. But yeah, some 19-year-old cyclist got caught. Well, she didn't get caught. She had a bike, I guess, in her stable. Not sure how that works, but she had a bike in her area that was just like the bike that she did use. She's blaming it on her equipment person that brings the bikes in and all this kind of stuff. But in the article, it talks about and it shows other bikes that are suspected of having motors in them in the races with people falling. I just thought it was interesting because you had Lance Armstrong. You know, if you want to call cheaters, you have to say this about Lance. At least Lance did the training. At least let's just say he had plausible deniability. All of his dietitians and his trainers and all these people are just saying, "Hey, these are some amazing BCAAs. All right, this is the best protein shake you can have. This is the you think you're drinking living fuels. Well, this is the super duper living fuels, right? So let's just say that Lance did that, right? He actually never knew anything about anything illegal because everyone else is doing it. It's like a bigger, stronger, faster thing. Is it cheating if everyone's doing it? But let's say Lance did that. Lance still had to train as hard as he did. He still had to push through everything, all his pain, all the times that he didn't want to train, all that kind of stuff. He still had to do that. And then this year, I believe it was this year with this thing. Well, I don't think it was last year. There's people with motors in the bikes. Come on, really? I mean, that's almost a lazy cheat. You know what I mean? That's like having somebody else take the test for you instead of you just going in with a cheat sheet and just using that. At least there's that effort. You had to get the information, to get the answers. You have to shrink it down and shrink it, or you just have to write it real small on the inside of the Pepsi bottle label and all that nonsense. At least there's an effort. But this lady, I forget her name. This lady just says, "Nah, I'll have a bike with a motor in it." That checked it. The bike actually shifts gears. I mean, it's not just a motorized bicycle that you just hit the on switch and then it just goes. So you have to manually. No, this thing does everything. I'm surprised it doesn't have reverse. But yeah, you had the one that was in the article. It had the water bottle. You had to pull up on the what is it, a spigot? You had to pull up on the water bottle, and that one click actually turned it on, and you could hear it kind of just going and going. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting that somebody today will go to that level of possible cheating or even the confusion. I mean, think about it. If I were a completely clean rider or completely clean athlete, whatever it is, right? I wouldn't have anything around me if within my power. And if within my power is having all of my bikes labeled with a lanyard or something that said my name on it, whatever I had to do to, one, keep track of my equipment, because the equipment that I use plus the body that I have is going to hopefully get me to the championship or whatever thing you get in racing, right? Or cycling or racing. In cycling, you would think she'd do that. No, she left that window open. So I mean, who's to say? Her excuse was, "It's not my bike." The dog eat your homework too. It's kind of a lame excuse, and I would think there'd be a bit more outrage. It's hard to say. It's like when people say, "Well, this and that happened." Oh my goodness, he wasn't shocked at all. He was almost accepting of it. That means he's up to something. Well, it could just be that that's a silly claim, and him getting excited. A person getting excited and riled up over it doesn't do anything at all. That could also be it. Who knows? I don't know. I've never been accused of cheating in a race. Yeah. So, that just made me think when I saw that. Was it today? Yes, I don't know when it was. Yeah, but when I saw that, I thought it was kind of interesting that they have motorized bikes. It's kind of crazy. Anywho, so what else is going on? Oh, I have not seen 13 Hours yet. Why not? Nah, who knows? Maybe I should just go to the movies and see it. But yeah, there's a few movies out there I want to see. Not sure when I'm going to get to do it, but I want to do it. And guess what? I'll do it. And then I'll come on here and talk about it. And hopefully you'll listen. And you'll let me know what you really think about it. Or maybe what you think about me. What you think about me watching movies and then talking about them when they're not movie reviews. They're my personal opinion. Because I never went to movie review college. Or is it it's like a trade school? Or is it a certification? How did I say that? Or is it a certification? Do I just go to this 8-hour online class and then pass a multiple choice test at the end and I become an actual movie reviewer? I'm not sure. Oh, man. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Yeah, so it's been a pretty easy week. Nothing much is going on. Just trying to get the house clear of all the snow, which wasn't bad. I mean, it really only snowed though that Saturday, really. Friday night, Saturday, and everything's back to normal in this region, this area of Snowmageddon, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's next for me. Trying to get down to my fighting weight, which everybody's trying to do, right? Trying to get ahead of it before the summer comes around and everybody's scrambling to try to figure out how to get abs in 6 minutes or 15-minute workouts for the flat belly and all that. There's a lot of stuff like that. I often wonder. I mean, I know what it is. No one wants to dedicate the full time that it may take to actually do that. But everybody's, how can I do it? How can I do it in 15 minutes? How can I do it faster with less effort? Just do it every day. Just fit it into your schedule. No different than you fit your coffee into your schedule or your they're walking upstairs. No different than anything else that you shoehorn into your life and you feel like it's acceptable. like cigarettes, whatever. But some people just don't. They think there's just quick fix. Not that there's anything wrong with a program. Programs are great. Programs are fine. That's what you do every day. You wake up and you plan your day out, or you plan your week or your month out. So to stick to that is one thing. But I think the 15-minute flat belly workouts and all that kind of stuff, it makes you, it sends a false message. It just, it's not that quick. You'd be better off doing an hour a day, flat for flat belly, results. So then the time you put in, you don't think it's going to happen fast because you're putting in longer time. But you figure, oh, if I did 15 minutes for 2 weeks, I'm going to see a result. Depends. You could. Or you could just stop eating crap, whatever it is. You got to figure if you're gonna do something like that, whatever kind of program, you need sleep and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of sleep, I just brought sleep up, but speaking of it, there's a excuse me. There's a thing. I heard some people talking about this, talking about how late, what was it? What time you get up in the morning is a direct result of how productive you'll be that day. How they're connected. Well, people hear somebody doesn't get out of bed until 10 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's the afternoon, a.m. 10 a.m. Compared to someone who gets up at 6 a.m. If generally people say that the person that wakes up at 10 a.m. is less productive throughout the day compared to the 6 a.m. person. I think it's it all depends on why you're asleep so long. Why you went to sleep so late. And I just think it really depends on how productive you are. How far forward are you moving every day? For me, I'm a morning person, and I love it because it really lets me get time specifically for myself. No one else is up in the house. I can work out. I can work on this kind of stuff. What I'm doing now, I can work on my YouTube channel. I mean, it really isolates a few hours out of the day where I can kind of just focus on me, even if it's depending on what I'm doing for that day. Even if it's just catching up on shows that I've recorded that I have recorded on the DVR. If those 2 or 3 hours or whatever it is that I have, I can watch those shows. I think it's great. I really just think it depends on it depends on how you plan your day. I'm not a night person. To stay up late, to me, it almost seems like I wasn't productive enough in the daytime, so I have to stay up late. I just don't feel like that's I don't feel like staying up late is good unless you're really. I would only assume that you're really working on a project that ideas keep coming into your head where you have to put them on paper or you have to actually produce something that's going to keep you up late. You have to be so into it that you look up and you go, oh man, it's 1 a.m. I have to go to bed. But for you to just stay up late, for me, and I mean late, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, to me, that's just never worth it. But I've always been a morning person ever since probably junior high school for sure. I'd always get up, and even to this day on the weekends, I'll still wake up early, and it feels like I get some kind of option. I get up, on the weekend. I may get out of bed at 5 a.m., 3 o'clock. It depends. Sometimes you just wake up, and sometimes I'll just get out of bed. And at times I'll get out of bed just to get out of bed, to go sit in front of my computer or to go on my phone and check Instagram or whatever it is out there. I think subconsciously I really want to not miss out, and I guess I compartmentalize that. I don't want to miss out on things in the morning, but that usually runs over from the night before. But yeah, I think that's what it is. It's easier for me to just get up in the morning rather than stay up late. Staying up late, I really feel like the time crunch is there because I'm always looking, well, if I stay up late, about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, man, I have to get up at 4. That so my sleep window's closing. Even though I feel better when I get less sleep. I can't do it, multiple days in a row, but 2, 3 days on 4 or 5 hours of sleep, uh, particularly when I'm into something. Oh, it's nothing. It's an easy day, but then it'll catch up with me on the backside. But then getting up so early all the time like that, when it comes to sleeping in, 7 o'clock is sleeping in. If I'm in the bed, under the covers, with my jams on, if it's sleeping in, I go 7 o'clock, I have to get up. There's no way I can lay in this bed anymore. I have to get up and do something. And sometimes where you get up and you may have some great ideas, some things that you just happen to look outside and whatever. Boom, there you go. There's a new idea. There's something else to help your day move along. But yeah, there's an argument. Now, it's not an argument. It's just a perspective. But at the end of the day, it's how productive are you? How far forward and how fast are you moving forward? How far forward are you going? And how fast are you getting there? If staying up late is getting you there faster, all right, fine. How long can you maintain that? Or if getting up early is getting you there, well, how long can you maintain it? Either way, sometimes I just feel that whatever you do in a day, you just have to be productive. Sometimes I come up with my best stuff. What am I, a comic? I come up with some solid ideas, or just at least good planning of them. What do I specifically have to do? I have to update my YouTube banner or whatever it is. That's when I can pump out ideas. So, but that's me. It gets late around here. When I'm up late, I get tired. That's when I start thinking I should have gotten up earlier to get this stuff done. I guess not though. Who knows? I don't know. Do you know? Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe getting up early, working out, going to the gym. Maybe that's my morning coffee, or my morning newspaper. Is there afternoon newspaper? But maybe that's it. I look at other people, and other people are cranky. They don't get their morning coffee, upset the rest of the entire day, when the coffee is brewed the same all day. Just get it at 10 o'clock and not 6 o'clock. Whatever. But yeah, I think for me, if I get up and I get a good workout in, it just sets the tone for the entire day. And there have been days where I've literally I felt better. I've actually felt, just happier, lighter on my feet if I get a good workout in. Depending on what it is, if it's just weights, weights are kind of hit and miss. But I know if I did lift, then all right, well, the rest of my day it should be good, because I got up, I was productive, I lifted more than I've ever done today, or if I lifted more today than I've ever done, that's a great thing. But at times, I may go for a run or a walk, and sometimes it's that kind of I guess it'd be a long burn kind of thing, kind of exercise or workout, whatever you want to call it. That thing that actually mentally pushes you. Weight training is one thing. You have to really say, I can get this up, I can get this, and I can push it, and boom, I got it. Let's rack it and be done with it. But when it comes to walking, or I guess rowing on a row machine, when it comes to those kinds of things, there's a mental toughness, I think, that it's in there, because for me, I'm not training for a marathon. I'm not a football player, baseball player. There's no reason for me to really run or walk any length of miles. It's particularly to the point where I want to stop. I would like to stop, but I just can't. I have to tell myself, well, look, let's hit 2 more miles, and then we'll turn around. So I think that somehow bleeds over with those specific workouts. Those types of things bleed over into the rest of your day, because there's a reason, at least for me, there's a reason to feel, tired or worked You kind of feel it. There's like there's almost a pressure release. Pressure, yeah, that kind of like a pressure release. You finally kind of just get to relax. It's almost like after helping your friend move or whatever it is. Some people it's Thanksgiving or Super Bowl parties, whatever it is. When everyone leaves and everything's done, you finally get to sit down. And I think that kind of tranquility pushes me through the day and really really helps me almost relax and focus sometimes. But I don't know. Maybe that's what's called a runner's high. I don't know. I could look it up on the World Wide Web, but I won't. I'll just go with what I say. But yeah. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl is coming up. The Super Bowl. Who's in the Super Bowl? Carolina and damn, who is it? Carolina. That's a shame. Carolina. Somebody. Super Bowl 2016. It's a shame. I have to look this up. Super Bowl 2016. Carolina. Get the hell out of here. Okay, yeah, Carolina Panthers and Denver. No. Yeah. Levi's the big 50. Man, damn, Super Bowl's over the hill. 50th Super Bowl. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be a good one. With the Pro Bowl. No, what am I talking about? Oh, yeah. Carolina Panthers and Denver Broncos. It's a late one. But yeah, so Super Bowl's coming up. Thinking, should I have a Super Bowl party? I'm not even a real big football fan. I like football, but I used to be a basketball guy. Not even a basketball guy. I just stayed with it. Watched a lot of basketball, and I never really knew stats and everything, but I was just more familiar with it. And then one year, I remember Allen Iverson playing, but one year I just said, I'm over it. I'm over basketball. I just don't. I didn't care anymore. I think once I started seeing that having 2 minutes left in the game, no matter how far the team is down or the team is up, but no matter how far the team is down, 2 minutes left in the game would inevitably be 27 minutes left in that game. And look, you're down by 17 points. And then 2 minutes, that's a long time. Yeah, well, no, there's a shot clock. Shot clock is 24 seconds. Yeah, but you're down by 27 points. You're not coming back. This isn't football. You're not going to foul Shaquille O'Neal or whoever. You're not going to foul your way into it. Now, if you're down by 6, oh, yeah, by all means, foul the guy. Get him on the line. Get the ball back, go down, hit a 3, draw the foul. You're down by 2 or whatever the math is. I'm just talking numbers, right? But yeah, I think the once I saw that, I kind of just went, this really isn't. This is not it. Plus I think with football, it's more exciting to get a fast break. To get a fast break in basketball, that's great and all. Fast break, and you get the layup or the dunk or whatever the player wants to do. But it seems like to me in football, there's more of the struggles greater, because you'll see games and well, I guess with all sports, any sport with a halftime or a period, some sort of intermission. I used to see with football that if a team is struggling in the first half, 7 to 14, but that was a tough 7, right? The second half, they can turn it all the way around, and when there's a punt return or a run play or whatever it is, and that guy just breaks out 10, 15, 20 yards, that's when it gets exciting, because there's always that last guy between them and the goal line, or that last guy that's just running them down. To me, that's exciting. Almost. Not so much Barry Sanders, that guy was, well, even now, he'd be pretty amazing. But just how those guys, it just bounce off people. To me, football is more intriguing. Even though maybe just because I was where I was raised, I don't really care for Raiders, San Diego, San Francisco. Pretty much a lot of those West Coast teams. I think just because I was from Ohio, so that's just kind of who I'm so used to seeing. The Colts and the Ravens, the Browns. And I'm just used to seeing those teams. And then when the Texans came in, you catch a couple of those games on TV. So I'm used to seeing those teams, for all my life. So I think that's really why the West Coast teams I just never really care for. But yeah, I think I do like football. It just even video games. Yeah, but it's always been interesting to me. Not always, but it was football and basketball as a kid, and then basketball just kind of rolled out, and I never looked back. I never. I remember one year I didn't. Ignorance is it bliss? But one year I didn't even know who was in the NBA Finals. I think I watched a game or two, but even in the championship, I just didn't care. Not even so much as baseball. I think I've gone a couple of years, and I can't remember. I think is it baseball and basketball. I can't remember which one it is, but sports overlap. And I remember watching TV and flipping through, and I'll go, and then the base of went on whatever it was, ESPN or whatever the channel was, and I look in the bottom of the screen. I was like, World Series? What? World Series? All right. There was no way. That when I saw that, I've never been a baseball fan, but I was like, this is ridiculous. First of all, it's 7,000 games in baseball in one season of baseball, and it was like the World Series just didn't mean anything. That I guess the fingerprint, excuse me, it was like the fingerprint just never. It was the fingerprint. Is that the right way? But there's no. It just doesn't seem like baseball moves the needle, even for the World Series. But then again, I'm not a baseball guy. I'm sure the fans were all about it. But it seems to me football. Maybe it's because I'm more. I look more to brain damage. That's my entertainment. But who doesn't like a out of nowhere hit? Somebody getting blindsided. Yeah, I think that football thing is. I don't know why. I just gravitated. Never played it. Never played football in my life. Never played in high school. Never played semi-pro. I mean, you play your little pickup games, but even then, I wasn't some guy out there trying to play in my Chad Johnson in my Chad Johnson gear. No, that wasn't me. That's not what I do. See, I don't know what I'm not sure what exactly what drew me to that, but yeah, it just I don't know. I like football, even now, just to watch. I don't even care for Carolina, the Panthers. I mean, they're great. Colors are pretty good, I guess. I don't know, but I don't care anything about it. I don't care anything about the team, but I would like to watch the Super Bowl. If I thinking about doing pulling the Bill Burr and just recording it, so I can fast forward through the halftime show is by far the most annoying. Not even annoying. It's not even really annoying. I'm impartial. I don't care about it. If I'm watching this, I think last year's Super Bowl. If I'm watching the Super Bowl and bada bing, halftime show, I get up and just go do something else. There's just no. I've never watched a Super Bowl. I never watched a professional football game and said to myself, "Wow, I cannot wait until the halftime show so I can see somebody perform songs that I've literally heard 700 times on the way to work." I can't wait to see those guys at halftime. think I understand, the marketing behind it. They want to, try to cross promote, and this is an artist that they want you to hear the music again during a football game it just doesn't make sense. Why not? If you're gonna do that, why not put on some local show, some local talent or something to really get them in the exposure? Janet Jackson and was that T.I.? I don't know, but these people, they already have followings. What do they need to be on the halftime show for? If there is a true deep football fan, true to the bone, that wants to watch the Super Bowl and then see Aretha Franklin at the halftime show, or what's the girl, Christina Milian, or whoever it is. I don't think, if those people exist, I don't think they really, the numbers really aren't there. There's no way that somebody's going, I can't believe I get to go to the Super Bowl 98, or Super Bowl 51. Heck, I can't believe I'm going there and I get to see Wiz Khalifa or whoever it is. To me, I don't see that. I feel like it's okay. It's a bonus, but I don't think people are kicking down the door. I don't think they're kicking down the door to get tickets just for that halftime show. I'm more excited about college halftime shows when they bring the band in and they do their whole thing. Maybe it's the creative side in me saying, maybe it's the creative side in me saying that, that playing those drums and dancing, whatever they do, twirling the batons or whatever, that takes real skill. That takes just a true talent. But to go out there, as these pros do, to go out there and just basically lip sync over their track that's already a hit, that's already out there. That's already out there, already a hit. Who cares? I don't want to see. I don't want to see the music. I don't want to hear it. Just play the game. It's the Super Bowl. It's not. It's not a variety show. It's not the Super Bowl and the concert. That's not it. That's not what you do. I don't care if you do a mashup of every hit, of every dead pop star and amazing singer songwriter. No, stop it. It's not good. It's not fine. I want you to just play the game of football. I'm even okay with the halftime guys. They say the same thing every year. Well, to really the little announcer people, coach, how are you gonna change up in the second half and even this score up? Well, we're gonna get better on defense, and we're gonna get better on offense. Yeah, why are you asking me these dumb questions? And then the person goes, all right, thanks, coach. Well, it looks like they need better defense and better offense. Yeah, it's the name of the game. They've scored more points than you, or they scored more points than us. We have to get better defense and better offense. Why are you asking these dumb questions? Why? There's no point in it. You're just eating up space. You're eating up time. It's never. Well, I guess it's never. If there were questions like, "Oh, well, this guy just got injured 5 minutes before the half. What's the word on that guy?" Okay, I'll give you that, because at least then you're getting some sort of information. You're there's a benefit to the interview, or there's a benefit to the question. But don't ask something dumb. Just send it to James Brown, whoever the heck is going to do the halftime show. I just listen to those guys. Whatever. It's that's what they get paid to do. They get paid to talk like they're still playing, what they're really not. But Come on, man. You can ask better questions. How you guys are gonna improve on the second half. It's okay to ask a better question than that. Oh man, I don't even know if I want to watch the Super Bowl this year. Ugh. Maybe I'm just impartial at things. I like football. I really don't care if I see the Super Bowl or not. I mean, I would like to, but say I was at a friend's house at a Super Bowl during the time of the Super Bowl, I wouldn't worry about trying to change the channel or check my phone for the score. I'm just like, whatever, Super Bowl. Maybe because I don't have anything invested in it, right? Also, but yeah, I don't know. It's rough out here. It's rough out here trying to find. It's rough trying to find more things that I cannot care about enough. I think that's the moral of the story. Yeah, yeah. All right. So I think I gotta roll. I gotta get out of here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your patience with my ramblings. Once again, thanks to Metal Lab 101, Metal Lab 101, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud. They're all out there. They just had a new episode. New episode this week. So go check those guys out. Please, please, please like, share, spread the word, whatever it is. Give me feedback, give them feedback, and let us know how we're doing. Let us know if we suck. Just give us something. But thank you for listening. I'll see you guys next